Okay. I came in to sound off on Anatomy 101, aka pregnancy, childbirth, and all that other stuff. Because on Jesus's video, I was talking about how, when the kids are born and this, and that, and the other. But what I wanted to say, because, people seem to chime in on all kinds of shit, but what I want to say is, when a woman prepares herself to become pregnant, and a woman really is supposed to plan these things. You're not supposed to just be out here and, oops, goddamn, I missed my period. Now, damn, I'm pregnant. That's really not the way it's supposed to go. But a little more than about 80% of the time, that's how a woman ends up pregnant. It's like, damn, I missed my period. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, I might be pregnant. Okay. Well, see, all that kinds of stuff. But see, let me give a little bit of insight too, Jesus, because the thing is, it's not only the woman's ovum that comes as a question, but it also is the man's sperm as well. Because let me tell you something. If a woman is planning, a man and woman is planning to conceive a child, then actually you're supposed to start off a minimum of 3 months before your conception date, okay? And that's when you begin to start getting your body ready and prepared to conceive a child. A lot of people don't do it. A lot of times people just bust up and be like, God damn, I'm late. A lot of that shit happens, but that's really, it's subjective, but that's not really the way it's supposed to go, okay? Now, a man's sperm, now a woman don't have to be on drugs. A woman do not have to be on drugs for her child to come out with, something, going on. And a lot of times it can be the male sperm that causes a lot of things. And see, men don't want to admit the shit, and they automatically, I can't produce this and that, and I can't produce this. Well, come on now, partner. Because first of all, the sex of a child comes from a man anyway. Okay? So he's the one that's carrying those X's and those Y's. Actually, we as women, we have ova, which is the egg. So once around about that 14th day, let me go back, okay? Because a woman usually ovulates everywhere around on a 28-day cycle. The first through the 14th days of that cycle, that's why they call it a cycle. The first through the 14th day, round about that 14th day is when a woman releases ovum, okay, which is the egg. Now, based on the sex of a child, now this is scientific, this ain't some shit I made up now. Based on whatever sex a woman chooses to have, on around about that 14th day is when all that stuff happens. Okay, now once again, the sex comes from a man. It don't come from a woman, it comes from a man. So, the male's, which is a Y chromosome, it swims faster, but it lives a shorter period inside of the vagina. The X chromosome, which is the female chromosome, it swims slower, but it lives longer. So, when a woman is wanting to conceive a female child, then she will begin to have sexual relations days in advance, okay, like around about that 12th day, 11th, 12th day, because, again, sperm lives in the vagina for up to 72 hours, which is 3 days. If you are on a 28-day cycle, you're going to release that ovum around about that time. So if you're trying to conceive, and you know you're going to conceive 14 days after that, after the onset of your cycle, then therefore you need to start doing the math and write it down and this, that, and the other. Well, a lot of women do that, such as myself. I did. I planned to have my children, and I did it the same identical way. But, again, a lot of people don't plan it, and it just so happens and this, that, and the other, and boom, we're pregnant. But a man, his sperm can come in contaminated. If he's been smoking weed, if he's been drinking, and if he's been having all this, that, and that going on, and all that other stuff, then yes. Then you're looking at a baby that might come in with a low birth weight, due to drugs, alcoholism, and, whatever the case else that's been going on. You know, and then later on in life, boom, we find out, okay, this child needs Ritalin. Why? Because he got ADD, you know, and all this kind of ADHD and all, you know what I'm saying? All these different things get to coming into play. And then children, you know, are born with all of these deficiencies in learning and things of that nature. I'm not coming to you guys from a doctor or medical perspective. I'm coming to you from a scientific perspective, and it is merely subjective. It is my own. If I'm saying something that somebody don't truly agree with it, all I can say is pull out your Merck, your Tabers, whatever medical books you have at your house, and look up what I'm saying, okay? Because if I mean, I went to school. I mean, I come on here and I talk Mickey Mouse and sideways and bullshit and all that other kind of shit. But, you know, I'm not trying to do no do-lo on nobody right now. I'm telling you what the shit I learned and what I know, okay? Now, on or about, okay, the cycle starts on the first day. The 14th day, around the 14th day is when a woman begins to ovulate, okay? So she's ovulating from the 14th to the 21st day, okay? Now, after the 21st day is when, boom, she's clear. She's not gonna be able to conceive. From that 21st to the 28th day, that whole week is a clear week for her. Her ova, if it was not fertilized, and the zygote is beginning to form, then at that point in time, boom, you know, her eggs done died off, as well as any sperm that's inside of her done died off, and now you got a free week, okay? Then on that 28th day is when your cycle, now you begin to show that you're, you know, releasing the lining of your uterus and all that good old stuff, and now that's when you start having your menses, which is your period. So, anyway, I didn't want to start throwing in no book sense and shit like that, but I just wanted to give a little one-on-one on this baby thing and how babies are conceived and how this whole thing works, because a lot of people just don't know they don't know the biological part about it. They don't know the science behind all these things. A lot of people just, damn, I can't believe I'm pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can't get pregnant. What's wrong? You know, and if that method does not work for some ladies, it don't have to necessarily be the lady that's the problem. It could be the man. You know what I'm saying? He could have a low sperm count, or some other factors could be an issue. If it's a woman, it could be others. She could have a fallopian tube problem. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I just wanted to come in and give that one-on-one, anatomy one-on-one on gyno, and that's what's happening. Gynecology and obstetricians. You know what I mean. Obstetrics. Anyway, on that note, family, I just wanted to come in and key on that, being that we were talking about the babies and all that other good stuff. All right, family. Deuces. Love you. Bye. How do I cut it off?